And welcome to Tasmanian Rugby Union for the 7th of August. Today you'll be watching the extravaganza that is the Women's Sevens finals round robin. So 5 teams today and 2 pools will be slugging it out for the day, with the winning teams from each pool finally competing at 2:40 p.m. for the shield or the trophy that's being awarded today. Just as a start, while we're having the toss and getting ready, I'd just like to acknowledge the Muanina and Palawa peoples, the traditional custodians who walked upon and cared for this land for thousands of years. We do acknowledge the continued deep spiritual attachment and relationship of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples to country, and honour the strength of elders past, present and future. And there you have the Vixens from the Tamar Valley, the Launceston region, with the kick-off, and they'll be facing off against who are probably grand final premiership favourites today, the Burnie Emus. So best of luck to both teams. Get some team lists up a little later, but we're away. So match 1. Here comes the kick-off. Vixens kick-off, and it goes deep. Well taken down there by the Emus. Nice run up here, taken into contact. Tackle not made, but good pressure. And now the ball comes around and finds the hands outside there. And it's going to be tough if they're not going to make tackles on Pty when she's running rampant down that wing. And Virginia Tuapoloto gets around, finds her captain, and the ball's dished back inside to Tuapoloto, and she's over for a 30-second try. So great hands there from the Burnie team. Really good support play. Kadiola Patolo getting around the outside, down on the left wing and running back infield and hooking up with Tuapoloto. And Captain Jesse Mearhigh getting her hands on the ball early too. And the conversion's good, so Burnie with a very, very speedy lead there. Quick shot of the teams there before we return the kickoff. Referee for this match is Philip Rogers. And there's the 5 team list for today. Kick now being returned by Anna Varka. And now the Vixens get their hands on the ball for the first time. Nice little run into contact there. Cara North, she's a busy player. And now ball going through the hands. Great contact. Just need to be careful with the arm wrap there. Varka just not grabbing in that last tackle there. And eventually this ball's knocked on in the bottom of the pack there by Sweetman for Burnie. So scrambling ball, great chase. And Vixens will have an opportunity with the scrum, but deep in defence. So Burnie looking dangerous so far. Ball comes into the scrum and Vixens win it, but not taken. And now they're further in defence here. Really in trouble, only 6 or 7 metres out. A need to clear this ball. It's been knocked on a couple of times in there. Unfortunate for the Vixens. Burnie really with an opportunity here to put another 5 points on. Which way will they go? I think they'll probably look for Varka this side. But no, taken this time by Patolo. And she scores. So Burnie with another 5-pointer. Push ahead. And Varka will go back for the kick. And it's a nice one too. So 14-0. Burnie push ahead.
Let's go.
And the re-kick will come from the hands of
You're ready, ladies.
Varka. And kick-off good, goes deep. Just Vixens wait for it to bounce. Luckily, fortunate bounce down there and take it into contact. Really good running there by the number 8, Erin Dobson in the headgear. Nice step around here. Burnie just not really coming in their defensive line strongly and holding off, but eventually the pressure kicks in and the Vixens with a knock-on. And advantage is over for Sweetman getting around the outside, and a nice tackle there sees her knock the ball on. And that'll give the Vixens a chance to run out of defence. Gabby Hall's been really good so far, number 2.
Okay, no advantage the first time. We'll play a green scrum here for the first knock-on against Reds.
You can hear the supporters there on the effects mic. They're standing quite close to it, so it's great to hear. The weather's not great down here, but plenty of people have just popped out today. Watch this first game. Burnie have made the long trip down on a bus, and they're staying tonight for a celebration with all the other players, and they'll be heading back up tomorrow. And here we go, Vixens trying to get out of this 22. 2 tries down. And that's a ruck there. No, we've decided held onto the ball there. And a quick tap will come. Pushed out here, haven't got back in defence. Patolo, oh, nice pass, bad luck there. Good effort. Vanessa Davies unable to get that one around her knees, but Vixens didn't retire their 10. So they'll be defending in a tough situation. They'll swing this ball out here to Mere High. No, we go to 12, goes to 10. Now comes to Mere High. She's got a bit of space. That's a nice tackle out there, but great support. Virginia Tuapolotu with a great support line there and some good tackling in defence there, but she's able to break free and put another 5 points down. As in the closing minute of this first half. So we come back to those teams. So you can see the Vixens with a pretty short team list. Unfortunately, Gabby Butler was unable to make it today. So Vixens are playing their 2 matches in the pool with only the mere 7, no substitutions. Whereas Burnie, big long list of players. I think there Isabella Hardy is out in that team. And conversion's good as well. You can hear the cheers. It's a nice kick from out there too.
The next break in play will be half time.
Words from the referee. Vixens need to decide, do they want to go to the half-time break 24-0 or are they going to chance it and try and score? Nice kick down the middle there too.
Knock backwards, play on!
The ball's gone back and then bounced forward, giving the Vixens another chance to run. They've certainly got some good forward straight runners here, the Vixens. They've done really well in these opportunities. They just need to keep the ball in their hands, which they can't do, and that gives Vanessa Davies an opportunity, and she pops it out. Now Mere High on the outside. They need to shut this down, the Vixens, or there's another 5 points from Burnie. And a great run there from Sweetman, who gets through with a nice left-handed fend. 2 of the Vixens players can't tackle her, and after the full time of the first half, Sweetman puts another 5 points on the board for Burnie. Conversions still to come. And that will see us through to half time. And Varka with the kick here. Just sprays that one out to her right. So at half time, Burnie's with a big lead. 29 to the Vixens, 0. We'll join you back shortly I don't think anyone's ever said it before, but apparently a fast half-time break's a good half-time break when you're playing sevens rugby in Tasmania. So we're back into it. So second half about to come. Vixens, what have they got? Can they put something on the scoreboard here? Can they stem the flow from this Burnie team?
Okay, you're right. Yep.
Mere High's come for a rest. Replaced by Zoe Ferguson, I think, on the far side, who's the new captain. And we're away, second half. Vixens want this ball and they can't take it. So bad luck down there. Down, unable to catch that one. Just needed to take that onto a chest.
Just come this way a little bit.
It gives the Emus another opportunity here in attack from a scrum. Pty Ltd there, followed by Barker on her right.
Bind.
And deep behind them, even further back.
Wait. You can't go across the top. You've got to come around the side.
Letea Pty Ltd.
I'll come this side for a minute.
A couple of Pty Ltds out there today. I'm sure they'll be
ladies, crouch.
Creating havoc for their opposition.
Bind. Set.
So ball comes out now, follows around. Great support play here from Burnie. Escobar from the halfback position. Oh, and really good defence in the end. There was a great wrap around. You see Escobar was open on that wing, but Pty Ltd couldn't get it out. Couldn't get the hands away from the tackle, and she's knocked it on.
12, back there, please. Yep. Ladies.
So good defence there from the Vixens to get across and cover.
Bind.
Just need to keep this ball in their hands.
Let's go again. Let's come out the same one. Let's make sure that it does come in as much as we can, please.
So Burnie with a big push there in the scrum. Vixens need to be resolute here and get this ball out. Can they get it into the hands of Down in there at first receiver? Cara North outside her. She can get away. She's got some good pace. So ball comes out and good strong play there by the halfback. But ball comes around.
Out there.
So Thouthau unable to get around there. Well defended by Burnie. And in the end, James pushed over the sideline.
Make sure you're 10, ladies. 10. Other than the halfback. Have you got a halfback?
So good defence by Escobar there to hang on. There's a nice little ball there to Rhiannon James, but excellent fend off too. But the cover defence came across and too strong in their numbers. Ball goes over the back, and here comes a very fast moving attack. One fend, a little pass around, and Escobar can't get on the outside though. Has a look, finds Ferguson. She's taken down in a brilliant tackle too by North, but the pop pass is good, and the support play from Burnie is really making this tough. So valiant defensive efforts by the Vixens. Great tackles. Repeatedly trying to stem this flow, but the support play from from Burnie, the Emus, has just been way too good. It was really great play from both teams in this lead up too. Great hands by Burnie to get around the outside. The long line out. Quick ball out to the backs, and here they go. So you could see Pty Ltd got around the outside. Found Escobar with a bit of space, but she was well covered by Deon. And then the pop pass there found Ferguson, who was looking for the line and taken down by North, but just popped it, and there was unfortunately not enough defence coming across in front there. And Pty Ltd too strong. So a good defensive start there by the Vixens. And that ball gets way past. That's going to hit. Might even go all the way out. No. So the touchdown. I should see a scrum back to the middle. See a scrum if you kick it dead from the starting kickoff. Or a 22 dropout. Looks like we're going for a 22 dropout. So Reed James takes the ball with a tap, runs in, just delays that pass a little bit, and it ends up going forward.
Ladies, settle down. You scrum here, forward pass.
Getting a bit feisty out there. Good contact between the teams.
Okay, ladies, crouch. Binds.
Another attacking scrum here. Burnie with a set piece.
Can we stand up, please, ladies? Stand up. We need to be like this. You're like that, and you're on top. So we need to be flat so that we can push against each other rather than going up and down. Does it make sense? Okay, thank you, ladies. Let's have another go.
Shoulders above hips is the key in the scrum.
Okay, crouch. Bind.
You're allowed to put your shoulders below your hips. And we can see that on this side here. Scrum from the Vixen side here, just bending down, not getting enough knee bend in there, so it just makes it a little bit dangerous on the neck. Wrap around comes, and there's offside.
Okay, that was offside. You're in front of the player who played the ball.
Navaka in front of the player there. Probably accidental.
Playing advantage.
19 over there, hasn't got back. That's Lolahay, Foki, and Thou. Will she get around? No, taken by Ferguson in the end. I'll be calling that.
What would you like, Captain? You can take the penalty back here for offside, or you can take the line out up there. Line out up here.
The line out will be...
Thank you.
A Burnie line out.
Got it? Okay, it's a green line out. You got to be 10, please, Red. Back 10, please. Unless you're the halfback.
Excellent run around the outside there.
You can be there. Yep.
Naomi Thou. North held up in the air, and the pass comes down, but not taken again. Just the ball skills are really suffering under pressure today for the Vixens. Oh, that's a very high tackle.
Okay,
We'll see a yellow card in that situation.
Down, please.
No reason for that tackle to be high.
Here it is. Go back 10, please. Back 10, playing
Lucky to not be given a yellow card for that tackle. And ball's kept in hands now. Needs to come. Need to get out wide here. Down with the ball. Can she get around? A good fend. And she's going to get away. No, Ferguson, her defence is excellent. And Vixens with an opportunity here. Have they got some numbers out to the right? They do. They've just got to get the pass. Oh, another high tackle.
Okay, number 1 here, please.
Overly enthusiastic from Litea Pty Ltd, but
Down. That's 2 very quick success.
Really needs the card now.
Yellow card. Understand? Okay, back you go, please.
Oh, another warning. Very lucky. Very lucky.
Yep, go. When you're ready.
Rhiannon James takes the ball. Finds a teammate. Now the ball gets out wide. Can they get around the outside here? No, running across field just makes it hard. Ferguson, has she got it covered? No! And finally, right at the end of the second half, Vixens are able to score right in the corner. So great persistence. A great sportsmanship shown there. Zoe Ferguson's defence has been great.
Wherever you'd like, anywhere in this line, basically in the 5 metre.
She wasn't quick enough to get this to make the catch this time, so deep in the half.
It's a little far.
And valiant attempt there too at the conversion. Now pushing very deep into this second half, and with a number of penalties coming against Burnie, just discipline starting to slip as they got tired. Vixens were able to put some points on the board. So well done to the Vixens, just to come with that, but a great performance in the first match by Burnie. Just interestingly, second half, Burnie scored 1 try, so did the Vixens. So great defence from the Vixens. And as soon as they started holding the ball, not dropping those passes, they were able to put some phases together and put some pressure on Burnie. So the other teams will be paying attention to that. Our next game coming up soon at 12:40 will be Burnie again. This time they'll be playing against the ladies from Easts. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back. So the whistle has blown for the second of our matches today. The pool 2 matches. This pool has Burnie, Tamar Valley Vixens, and the team you can see in front of you now on the screen, the East's team, Eastern Suburbs Roosters. And the other pool, I think is pool 1, contains Taruni, Harlequeens, and the Devonport Bulls team, who unfortunately were unable to make it to this event. So there's really only 2 teams in the other pool. We're about to see Burnie come out again. Very convincing win in that first match, 36-5, though the second half they put on 29 points in the first half and were only able to put on a few in the second half. With a converted try, and the Vixens also scored a try, so it was a much closer half there. The other thing that's happening in rugby, well, there's a number of games happening this afternoon, but right now, be approaching half time in the reserve grade championship division grand final, which is in Launceston, played in Launceston, between Launceston and Taroona. If you don't want to hear the scores, close your ears now. But as we're pushing into half-time there, Launceston convincing leaders at the moment, 24 to Taroona 0. So 4 tries happening so far for Launceston. Elijah Agayava has won at the second minute of the match. Manu Fafita has a couple, and Phineasi Pale also has one. So a couple of conversions too to Fafita. So Launceston reserves looking in a very strong position up there. And now let's go to the game in front of us. Burnie with the kickoff. Ball's in the hands of Latea Tuipolotu. And we're away. Michael Evans refereeing this match. And now the ball's in the hands of Howard. She throws it back to a teammate there in Oakley. And she's got around the outside. No, great runner, Oakley. Great support play too from Howard. And then the ball comes back. Great ball retention by East. Just hanging on to the ball, throwing it around. This is a really good strategy. And that ball's gone to ground. Now Oakley has it. No, not Oakley. And East still maintaining possession. Driving forward, big tackle coming in there. That one's gone backwards. Just. And East still maintaining possession. So driving forward, great play. And, oh, good tackle there. She was almost through. Robin Howard getting in there busy. Finds Chicken, who runs into a solid tackle. I think that one's high. T. Boucher with the ball now. Can she get it off to Howard? She can. Howard dishes off. And going to come back here for that high tackle. We've seen a few from Burnie so far. 2 in the last one that were penalised, but... And the sneaky roll there from Robin Howard. Gets around. I think that one's knocked forward. No, Howard can't get that one backwards. So great support play from East, putting the pressure on. Burnie struggling in defence there, but resolute in the end. Front row here for East on the left. Mel Oakley in the middle, in the hooker position, Sarah Double. And Boucher on the right-hand side, Robin Howard at halfback. Becca Escobar coming into the halfback position there for Burnie. Tuapolotu in the first receiver position, standing right behind the scrum. Not sure which way she's going to go here. Great scrum by East as well. Ball comes out. Howard puts the pressure on, hangs on. Mearhigh with the ball now. Nice little pass around the outside. Not enough pace. And a brilliant tackle. So, pressure's on Burnie this time. They've put their... haven't put their starting team from the first game on, and I think they're suffering a little bit here. East have really come out to play, but that's great support play. And Escobar gets around, but Chicken too fast for her and grabs her. Well done there. Great play by East to disrupt that ball and make a turnover. And again, give them another opportunity. Chicken, she's quick. Oh, high tackle over the shoulder there too. And Howard gets around. Again, high tackles from Burnie. Swinging arm from Mearhigh over the shoulder there. How many times are they going to get away with this today? Howard again runs up, puts the pressure on, steps, canters, gives the ball off. Boucher with the ball, now finds Leach, who's taken to the sideline in a very strong tackle. So nice tackling out there by Tammy Work. Good solid run by Leach. Robin Howard coming off for a break. She's been very busy and done a great job in directing her team. East line out just looking for numbers. Kayla Oakley there in the halfback position needs to move into the hooker position in this line out. And the short one, great work. So at the front there, well read by Mel Oakley, who finds Leach again. She needs to be strong and gets it back. East, great support play from East. They just need to get moving forward. That's where the ball needs to go. Oh, bad luck out there, Ali McCarthy. Can't pick that one up as the pass, but it was a great option by Leach to throw that ball out of that heavy traffic area. So 0-all, 4.5 minutes into the first half. East's looking dangerous. Just needs someone to take that ball forward and they're going to cause some problems for Burnie. You know, substitution for Burnie, trying to get some heavy artillery out on the field, I think. Sure, I think that's... oh, the ball's come through again. So challenging here, Kayla Oakley. She puts the pressure on. And she'll track her down, but no. Patolo's too fast and gets around the outside. And here it is. Who's going to catch her? Boucher has got her. Has she got the speed? No, it was a great covering chase by Boucher. But Patolo just able to put on an extra metre of pace over Boucher there. Whatever a metre of pace actually means. Just that extra step just to get away. So it was an excellent chase, and eventually we see this powerful Burnie team getting some possession and putting some points on the board. So they've had it tough so far. Easts have really maintained possession, and that's the key thing in this game of sevens. If you can hold on to possession, you're going to deprive your opposition of the opportunity to score. And conversion's no good. Patolo, after that long run, hasn't got the legs to make that conversion, so it's a close one. Minute to go in this half. East will be looking to hopefully convert this possession dominance that they've had into some points. Just trying to see on there who's going to be able to get the pace to get around this Burnie team. Kayla Oakley, she's proven that she can score tries, and the kick's no good. So this gives East an excellent opportunity with 30 seconds to play. The other speedster they have on their team, Chicken, whose real name is too confusing for her to use, is off the field at the moment. It's a really good head-down tackle there. Can't play the ball on the ground, though. Great solid tackle that caused the knock-on. Player out there for Burnie. Not sure who that was. Making the tackle. Played that ball before getting to her feet, so penalty to Easts. McCarthy with the tap. Who's she got to help her out here? She's got to go into contact here and make it hard, and she does. She's away. Will they catch her? They're going to grab it just short. Who's there to help her? Where's the support? Is there someone to pop that ball back to? She rolls it back. Here we go. Who's got it now? East driving forward into the hands of oh, what a smashing tackle. Patolo with the try-saving tackle, and the ball comes back into the hands of East, and that will be half-time. Ali McCarthy with the big run, not quite able to get there, and in the end the ball came out to Leach, who was smashed by Patolo, the ball spilling out. So East have really shown their intentions here. They've come out to play, and they have caused this Burnie team one hell of a first half struggle. 5-zip. Burnie really struggling here to get possession, and East showing what they're capable of. So we'll be back shortly, but what an exciting half of rugby that was. Quick look at the teams here before we start the second half. So Burnie team, the Emus logo there, and East in the middle with the pink there. You can see all of those players have thrown their all into their rugby this year. Harlequeens and Tarouni have a few players listed at the bottom of their list in italics too who are unable to play today due to injuries and other reasons. But great work to all of these girls to get on the field. And we're back. Second half. Burnie struggling to put points on the board in this game after a dominant display in their first match. And straight into it. Pass goes astray. Pty Ltd, we've had a few changes out there. And Burnie unable to turn that possession into any kind of field position, which will give East a really good opportunity here in attack. The other teams will be standing and watching this game eagerly to see how hard the East players have come out to play. And just managed to get the line out ball, and here they go. So the ball comes to Leach, dishes it out to Oakley. She's evasive and elusive, and Leach getting around and outside, but Oakley unable to get that ball out in support. Great play. Ball comes across to Double, who runs it out. It's come back now. Chicken with the ball. Is there any support there? She pops it back. Just got to run forward here. McCarthy dishes it out. Can Oakley get around the outside? She's got a good fend and a really strong run. Cover defence now comes across and takes her. McCarthy now, she's a tough runner as well. She'll fend Ferguson off. Finds her teammate on the outside there, Gabby Lehman, who's taken in a very solid tackle. I'm not sure how that ball ended up back there after the ruck formed. Really nice tackle there. Kayla Oakley just been really, really dominant. And Burnie can't pick the ball up. Coming through now. Oh, on the ground there, Ferguson diving on that ball. And just looking here, there's a bit of an injury, I think. Seen maybe a knee injury down there, and that's not good. I think we're going to stop our clock there for a minute. Is that, not sure who that is on the ground. Pty Ltd. She's really unhappy. Just saw, I think, Robin Howard rolled across her leg on the ground, maybe, in that tackle. Let's come back and have a little look. Ferguson there off her feet there, grabbing that ball, but it was just here. Oh no, she actually, I think, slipped on that knee. Virginia Pty Ltd. And Robin Howard just came in. You can see Robin straight away. You can see that Virginia's hurt that knee, I think. So just not good here. East again, really putting the pressure on. A few new players on there. Good to see number 12 there. Chicken, I'm going to name you, Winona Harvey. She's one of those players who can, in a flash, get around the outside and score a try and put her team level. Discussion going on there. Captain Robin Howard just pointing, talking. Anyway, until this injury's sorted out, we again just might cut to a break. So as Pty Ltd's carried off the ground, sadly, for her and for Burnie. Burnie have the scrum. And Patolo, they need to shut her down. A great tackle by McCarthy. Now Anna Varka's back on the field. And they've needed her. Fresh legs, very good decision maker, and she's been able to pick that ball up after the great tackle by McCarthy, who's still chasing, and just gives Burnie a little bit of breathing space. So really dominant display in terms of possession by East and pressure. A little bit of rain falling, and they've missed Varka on the field, and now that she's there, that score just pushes out to 10-0.
Who wants it? Chicken, coming to you.
So Burnie to return the kick here.
Coming to you.
Hear the yell from the East supporters. And the kick's no good again.
Okay, set up.
Which gives East the free kick in the centre of the field. They really need to get their strike weapons in here, East, now. Halfway through this second half, they've got to score, and they've got to score soon. They're going to upset this Burnie team. Here we go, back in the hands of Oakley. She finds Sarah Double, who's a strong runner, but that ball comes back and is loose, unable to be picked up on the outside there. And now the turnover comes. Varka with the ball. They need to go low on her. Kayla Oakley does. She finds Patolo, and Burnie now starting to hold on to possession, make their passes hit home. And we've got another injury too in the middle of the field here. Another Burnie player down. So Burnie losing players here. I think it's Lolahea Foki who's injured herself and wasn't happy. She's got a bit limping away, just talking to her coach now in the field. I missed the conversion last time, and that one was good too. So Burnie, sorry, with the 19-0 lead. Foki limping but smiling to the bench. That smile behind that is a bit of pain though. Hopefully she'll be all right for their game later. They've got a fairly long break before their potential final game. And the kickoff comes and gets over the head of the East players. Chicken now gets that ball. She goes for a bit of a run and a bit of a kick just to relieve that deep pressure. So Burnie will have the line out here just outside attacking 22. Only a few minutes to go. It looks like Burnie have put on enough points to have a bit of breathing space and to play this game out with a hard-fought win. Throw in from Varka. Not taken by Patolo, but it's gone backwards. Now Ferguson just running across there. Passes and flicks that ball to a teammate, Abby Geddes, but she's unable to take it, and that's gone forward. Give East another opportunity. Tired players out there from East. There have been some excellent efforts from their players. Just need to work out their line-up off the back of this scrum. Gabby Lehman on the far side there. Kayla Oakley behind. This is a great situation here. If Oakley can get her hands on this ball and break the first tackle, she's every chance to run another 65 metres and score. Robin Howard, what's she got up her sleeve here? Yep, finds Oakley. This is what they need. Oakley's got to get around the outside. Oh, destroyed in the tackle there by Patolo. But recovers. And now East running forward. Great passing. Wrapping support here is really good. Boucher to Oakley. She runs back inside with a nice fend and gets away. Slows down now. She needs some support. Where's that going to come? Boucher comes in. And Howard. Great run here. That's Whitfield. Howard with a nice pass and finds Chicken, who goes the kick. I think her foot's just collected that before it hit the ground, so no knock on. Wasn't a bad idea to kick that forward and give it a chase. Ferguson now. The tackling from East has just been exceptional, but I tell you, when the step of Pty Ltd comes, no one's going to get her. Very classy player. And all but a few of these runaway tries, East have dominated this game. But the class of a couple of these Burnie players, Pty Ltd and Anna Varka particularly, have just managed to keep Burnie with their, well, more than their noses ahead. Unfortunately, the scoreboard is pushed out a lot here, so credit to Burnie to be able to resist this East team who've really thrown everything at it. Just been unable to score. So certainly the final scoreboard there not really showing what this game had in store. Burnie struggled there to make that 26 points, and just a fantastic effort all round by East. That will give them a lot of positivity moving ahead in their game that they'll play later against the Vixens. I think the Vixens are going to be worried. I think East certainly have shown what they've got today, and they'll be very proud of that effort. And likewise, Burnie struggled early, but they were able to come from behind, or not from behind, but come from a really high pressure position to put plenty of points on the board in that second half, and to end up with what looked like a comfortable win. So we'll take to a break here, and we'll be back at 1:20 for the game between Vixens and Easts, and that'll be followed by the other pool match, the single match in the other pool between Tarouni and Harlequeens. The winner of that game will go straight into the grand final against Burnie, who've won both of their games. So as expected, Burnie heading into the grand final. It's all a matter now, this next match, whether Tarouni or Harlequeens can come out on top and earn the right to match it against Burnie in the big grand final at the end of the day. We shall be back soon. All right, welcome back. We have resurrected the stream after a major catastrophe, but you'll notice we've changed sides of the field and all's happening. All's well, no one's hurt, and we're back for another half of rugby. And the score in front of you is correct. Currently 0-all, and that's going to change very quickly after only a few seconds. In this second half, the Vixens, after struggling against a Torrid East team in the first half, have managed to put some points on the board through the speediness of Cara North. Conversion's kicked, and it's no good. Well, we can go back and watch that. North getting all the way around there. And unfortunately, East didn't have the pace to keep up with her. So we'll come back and Vixens 5. East 0. East will be looking to get their hands on this ball, seeing what they can do. Okay, kick comes. Naomi. Oakley can't grab hold of it, but she gets it now. Here we go. Has she got a chance? Has she got the legs to get around here? Great tackle from North. She's been excellent. Ball's back and pushed out there, and that ball was definitely out. Hall was allowed to pick that up, and now James around the outside. Great. Oh, gets the fend. And another one, but Oakley holds on. Cara North again. Oh, wow. Sarah Double came flying in from the side there. Fortunately, that tackle's deemed high. That was a very strong tackle. Come back and have a look here. Nice fend. Lehman unable to hold on there. Good pass back in. And I think the right arm there of Sarah Double just coming over the shoulder of Cara North. So the Vixens now turning it on. I think that Rhiannon James, too strong. Smart move there, just drew the defence across. And the Vixens now put on 2 unanswered tries in the first 3 minutes. And East looking a little on the weary side. So good play from the Vixens there. They've come after that, after half time, really trying to show what they've got. And they've been good.
Could have been better, but anyway. 5 minutes, stop.
The dulcet tones of Brett Krusty Kershaw running past our effects mic there. And we'll come back now. Ball goes through the hands of Oakley. And Chicken has a kick. She loves the kick. Loves a roost up the field. Hits the ground. Rhiannon James finally gets back to it and slips around the outside. Gets that big right hand fend out. She loves that. Oh, off the left. Steps inside. Great tackle. And again, Cara North. She looks inside and finds down. And down goes over. So the Vixens, they're turning it on in this second half. Alina down, just going back. Someone deciding who wants to have a kick. Great play by the Vixens there. The support play's good. So this will, the winner of this match will move into the playoff for 3rd and 4th. So great try. It's a tough gig trying to have a drop kick when that's not something you've practiced or done much before. So a really nice try. Just came back to the great support play here. James through to North, and really great line there by Down. She's running in the perfect position to back up there, and that's a really good try. So the Vixens now pushing ahead 15-0. About 2 minutes to play. Might be the end of the season for Easts after their ripper of a game against Burnie. They went down by quite a few points in the end, but they really showed some spirit and played hard in that game. Put Burnie under an immense amount of pressure. East, what they want now, they want to try. Who have they got who can run the length of the field? That ball's in a ruck there. Can't come running in at that when there's already a ruck form, so penalty will go to Easts. We'll see Robin here with her little roll onto her foot. And she hits it up. Nice tackle. Okay, ball comes out to Oakley. Just running sideways here. Ali McCarthy can't straighten up under too much pressure. And good support there from Kayla Oakley. East with another opportunity. So Howard takes it up. Nice tackle, just a loose pop back, but great support by Leach. East just need to be running onto these passes here as they go, and good work there from North to put the pressure on. And the penalty will go to the Vixens there. And around the outside goes Tau. And she scores. So, great play again by the Vixens. Capitalised on the mistake made by Easts. Just came back to East players, not quite supporting each other closely enough. You see here, Leach was a good little pass off there. Oakley took it forward, and right here there was no support. North was onto that straight away, but the support wasn't close enough. Forced Oakley to hang on. We're now sitting with a very comfortable 20-0 lead, the Vixens, with last play, I would imagine. And the kick goes along the ground, gets through again. Kayla Oakley, she likes to have a run. She could score a try from here if she can break these tackles, but she's not going to break that tackle. I tell you what, Gabby Hall, she's been an absolute machine today. And look, helps Oakley up. Great work from Rhiannon James. She's been awesome this half too. And in go the Vixens. Ball's in the ruck there and not being allowed to come out, I think. So Vixens get another opportunity to put some more points on the board. Down they go, and the tackle's made. Just losing our footage there. Rhiannon James pushed off the sideline by Sarah Double, who's come back on after a yellow card. And that's the end of the match. So Vixens in the end with a comfortable 20-0 lead, despite the score being 0-0 at half time. And that will lead us into our next match, which will be played by Tarouni and Harlequeens very shortly. We will see in the final series the Vixens in the playoff for 3rd and 4th. That match will be to be played around 2:20 p.m. and at 2:40 p.m. the final will be between Burnie and the winner of our next match, Taruni and Harlequeens. So we'll be up shortly with that match. Don't go away. That game's going to be here soon. All right, and welcome back straight into it here. So this is the game, the qualifying match for the grand final, really. The only game played in this pool. And we are seeing Harlequeens versus Tarouni. And the ball spilled at the bottom there, which gives Harlequeens through Misa Albert a great opportunity, 22 metres out. In they go, Sproul passes it. Conway, Andreessen. They need to go low on her. She's a strong runner. And she keeps driving forward. Someone's got to take her legs. Hakinen's the one who decides to do that. And it's been turned over. Great work by Georgia Stewart. Now Conway's going to have to roll away here, which she doesn't do quickly. And she's lucky.
It's over.
All right, and look who we have here. Kenna Lindegger's got the ball. She's around the outside, and no one's going to catch her. Very potent weapon on this team. Conway chases, Anderson chases, but not quickly enough. And after some great pressure by Harlequins deep down in their attacking end, a brilliant turnover by Stewart sees the ball run 85 metres to the other end with a conversion good. Here it is, quickly you see it, the turnover from Stewart, so strong over the ball. Conway making good pressure. Conway lucky not to get penalised here, just laying there, finally decided to get out of the way. And then Lindegger raced away and scored that try. So the kick comes now into the hands of O'Donnell, whose pass doesn't go to hands, but is taken by the safe grip of Misa Albert. Now Conway, O'Donnell, Anderson, she's tough outside as well.
Push her out, push her out.
And right in front of us, manages to stay in.
Release!
Now she has to be let go. So good running there from Anderson. Interesting strategy, grabbing onto
Backwards.
the tackling player. Not sure if you can see that. And Albert gets around. I don't think she'll get around Lindegger though. She's strong, she's fast. And look at the drive. Andreessen now runs in, taken low. But Conway finds a gap, and not a gap that's big enough for Stewart. The counter ruck's good, but well taken in there. O'Donnell gets it. Ball comes out. Albert to Andreessen. Great ball retention from Harlequeens. They want the points. We've got an offside out here. Davis, I think, and the ball's dropped. So lucky break for Tarouni there. Harlequeens looking dangerous. Lucky break also in that situation with Aaron Davis well offside at that last ruck.
Mark's here. Dotted line, ladies. Crouch. Bind.
Sorting the scrum out there, referee Graham Reynolds. Thank you for allowing us to mic you up as well. Stewart with the feed. Oh, well hooked back there. Pressure's on from Roberts. And the flick out. Altamira goes with a very risky play. And in the end, Harlequins have come up with that. Hakinen's tried to compete with that and then in the end didn't roll. Conway, she decides to go quickly. And runs very much across field though, making her an easy target for Lindegger, who gets to her feet. The pop pass is good. Anderson, again, strong play. And Harlequins recycle and come back to the left. Roberts now running across field. They're looking for Andreessen. They know she's going to make it hard for Tarouni. But again...
Sorry. Yeah, no, you had to release it. That's why she had a shot at the ball. 10 more. Keep the talk down.
So Hakinen there not happy with the decision. And Tarouni not looking. And unfortunately for Conway, she had two players outside of there and bungled that one massively.
Nice piece, Blue.
And Tarouni need to just pipe down a little bit here, let the referee do his job, and they need to switch on. That was way too easy for Conway to get around. If she hadn't have slipped, or she had to pass that ball, she would have been in. And now Altamira takes the ball in, distracts 2 defenders and gets the ball off. What a tackle, a bit high maybe there, but Lindegger takes it into contact against Anderson. And loses it on the floor. So great work, a win there to Fiona Anderson. Let's come back and have a look. Pass is good. Anderson gets a great hold of her. That arm comes over the back of the head there, but not seen. Yeah, just loose on the floor there from Lindegger as she rolled away. Well spotted by the referee. And Roberts with the very crooked feed here. Going to be won by Tarouni. And Stewart gets around, but she's not going to get past Conway. And she needs some support quickly. Roberts is all over that, and she'll win it too. And Roberts with a quick tap. Tarouni need to switch on. They need to be paying attention here with these quick taps. So they were back quickly that time. They're going to hold on. And Dreesen now goes to ground. Davis can't touch that ball. They're just pulling Conway off her feet. Ball comes now, Albert. Who's going to defend out here? She's through a gap. She's got Georgia Stewart, though, who's hanging on, but not hanging on, not pulling it back enough. And Albert scores to make a 1 try apiece. She's happy. Georgia Stewart in the background there on the ground is not happy. Not sure. Hurt her leg. She'll need to come off if she's to remain able to play in their finals match later. Kick's no good though, so Tarouni hanging on to a narrow 2-point lead. These teams have matched it toe-to-toe a number of times in the past. I think last year's grand final came down to conversion possibly as well, or a last-minute try. It was a very close game with Tarouni only winning by a very narrow margin over Harlequeens. So this year they'll be looking to either go one better, and I know Harlequeens will come back strong. Surprised to see this match still playing. We must have last play here. So Stewart's come from the field. Pregnall is on for that last play too. Okay, the kick goes out to Lindegger. That's not where I'd have wanted to be kicking it if I were Harlequeens. Although, pretty high looking tackle there, and she's away, and I think she's going to start. No, good tackling, Davies, well done. And taken into touch by Conway, and that'll be half time.
Thanks, Simon.
So good run down the sideline there by Lindegger, but not able to get around. Great defence by Harlequeens. They'll be happy with that. So half time. A nail biter. We'll be back soon with the second half. So tight tussle here between these two teams. That's a lot of T's in my speech. Lindegger with the kickoff here. Taruni, narrow 2-point lead. Harlequins looking dangerous. Having most of the game, or in fact all of the game, other than the one try, runaway try by Lindegger, played in their attacking half. Taruni will want the ball to stay down this end, and Conway makes that a little bit easier for them by dropping that ball. Conway's been good, her defence has been excellent. Had an opportunity to put her team over the line and slip just in front of the posts. Number 8 here for Taruni, Abby Davis coming on. Georgia Stewart came off with a suspect injury, her knee, but I can see she's standing on the sideline. Davies gets onto that ball and knocks it on a couple of times at the bottom. Altamira there again with the loose ball, just towing it along, trying to get it into a better position to pick it up, but not having any success. So another attacking opportunity here for Taruni. Can they free their back line? Can you hear there the call? And Altamira again, just booting that ball when it's on the ground. Risky play. And she'll want to go with a quick tap here. She's got Davis next to her, who she'll want to release. They run sideways and just give it across field. Emily Pregnell, she's not going to run sideways. Nicely taken down in the tackle by Sproul. And just some torque needed there. Abby Davis needs someone to go with her. Erin Davis finds Pregnell again, running a great inside line. She throws it back, but no one has it. Altamira jumps on that one this time. No boot. Dishes it off again. Great hustle in defence by Harlequeens. But Taruni able to settle. Now Lindegger with the ball. She's going to run sideways and look to try and get around. She's got Zing outside, who's taken, lays it back. Lindegger now looks blind, but she's not going to get through Anderson and Albert and flicks it back. Hakinen now takes it. The defence driving really hard. Taruni can't make any metres forward. Ball needs to come back. Altamira's got to release that. She's got to be released by the player too. Conway surely never released. And the quick tap. Now in the hands of Andreessen. She throws it to Cairo, who gets through past the first tackler. She's not going to get past Davis though. And Hakinen all over that. So turnovers are plenty both ways. Injuries too. And Erin Davis now down, holding her arm. Maybe a shoulder. It's Georgia Stewart in the background. You can see now is going to come back on. Good news for Taruni. So some more subs happening here too. Tough game. My clock's not on, sorry. Probably played about 3 minutes here. And the ball just going wide and backwards. Just a sideways movement here, but look out because Georgia Stewart's got pace and she might have too much pace for Conway. She does. She needs to score this close to the post if she can, and she'll try that. Great chase from Conway. Nearly holds her up. But Georgia Stewart with a big run, getting around a lot of tired Harlequeens players and gives her team a little bit of an edge in this game with about 3 minutes remaining. Lindegger with the conversion attempt. She's pretty good at this. It's a straight kick and it's good too. That's a handy conversion for Taroona there. Harlequeens are going to need more than a converted try to catch them now. Quick look while we're waiting again. Just quick check of the teams here. You can see on the both teams listed on the left-hand side. Taroona with a long list. A few players listed at the bottom there, unable to play due to injuries. Kick goes, gets over the head of Andreessen. Conway's there to find it. Off the leg. I think it hit her hand. No, it's off the legs only. Albert getting around the outside. She won't have the pace to get around Lindegger, but she just flicks it back into Roberts, who then hands it off to Anderson. She's close to the line and taken over. Great battle out that side between Lindegger and Anderson. Roberts making some really good support play. Laura Jepson coming on. Vivi Hakinen taking a break. And Taruni now need to work out who's in their line out. Altamira will go in to throw. And they'll lift Stewart. Anderson's a good competitor in the air, but they're not going to lift her. So the throw works nicely. Finds Jepson. Oh, very high tackle. That's got to be a yellow card. No yellow card. Been quite inconsistent, the referees, with that today. With Jerry Horch in the last game, happy to give a high tackle yellow card, but the other referee's not. So good forward dish off there. You can hear the crowd not happy. How is that forward? The crowd yells. We can have a look. Looked reasonably forward in real time. It's the switch in direction here that tricked them. Pregnell had a good run here and just dishes it off. Yeah, you can see it was forward. About maybe half a metre, maybe not quite half a metre. Lindegger now, she's going to look for it to get around Albert, and she can't do it. Just that running sideways, too confident. Support comes. Stewart not able to get around Albert either. The ball comes back quickly, but goes backwards. Now Lindegger's got some space. She's got some pace. She needs to get outside her Cairo. She can't do it. The support came back on the inside, and Lindegger chases her own pass. Surely we're in the last moments of play here. I know my clock says 4 minutes, but Lindegger running hard. And the ball comes off hands there and is knocked on. And that is the end of the game. And Taroona just hang on. Very close match there. But 14-5 victors. A messy game between these two. Lots of pressure on the attack. Players struggling to hold on to it. A lot of sideways running there, trying to get an advantage over their teammates, but unable. And in the end, we see Taroona march on into the grand final against Burnie, who will watch that game closely. And I suspect they'll be licking their lips after a tough game there by Taroona, and not really able to put any great phases and great continuity together. And Harlequeens will move into the 3rd versus 4th playoff, where they'll get a shot at the Vixens. So we'll be back soon. Vixens versus Harlequeens. That game's scheduled for 2:20. We'll see. It'll be up soon. And we'll be here to cover all of that for you. All right, here we are. So, finals begin. 2 matches to go in the Women's 7 series in the Tasmanian Rugby Union. These 2 teams here playing off for 3rd position. The maroon, blue and green of Harlequeens, led by Rebecca Davies, versus the Vixens from the Tamar Valley. Actually, captain today for Harlequeens is Finn Roberts, and you can see Reed James there for the Vixens having the toss. And oh, hands in everywhere. On face value here, we'll expect Harlequins to be too strong, but you never know. The second half of their last game, the Vixens turned it on too. Put on 4 tries to none against Easts. And it'll be the Vixens to kick off. 15 more minutes and then these guys are free. And time is on. Here we go. The kick comes. Josie Mason on for this game. She's got some pace. Runs into great contact from Gabby Hall. Conway takes it around the blind side, but they've got it covered. And she makes a few metres, well supported by Roberts. And Lily O'Donnell comes into the halfback position, gives a high pass to Mason. Steps off the left, gives the ball to Misa Albert with a perma smile. And after dropping it, she hands it back, and Vixens have got a good opportunity here to launch an attack. Got a good speedy backline. Cara North, Gabby Hall, good pressure there. Well done by Harlequins. And Conway now has got some space. Down's got it covered and makes a nice tackle. The pick pass back in, finds Roberts. She loves that switch pass, and she's dished it off to Sproul, I think that is, who's run down the sideline and scored. Great run from Isabella Sproul. The tricky little behind pass from Finn Roberts puts her in. Great run from Conway that led to this. Good tackle from Down. Roberts there. There it is, the pass behind. Defender's heads down and couldn't see where that went. And Sproul was able to hold off a fast chasing Cara North. And put on some points. So, first blood goes to Harlequins. Conway will return the ball to the Vixens. They need someone like Cara North to get their hands on this. Ball comes out to Down, well taken. Runs back inside where there's some support. Just running across though, North. They need North out wide, running onto this straight. Here we go. Nice fend. Got some pace here. She's going to get away from Albert. And Naomi runs through. She's been good all day and put some points back on the board with a great opportunity fairly close to the posts here for a conversion. That was a really good effort, a really great fend back there on Josie Mason. Just a good spread here. Got the ball, the right hand, push to the chest. Mason needed to go low there to avoid that. And Misa Albert unable to catch up. But no conversion, so 5-all. Well-matched teams at the moment. And the kick-off. Finds the grass. Gets behind Roberts. Mason comes in. Can't grab it, but it's gone behind her. And Roberts jumps on that ball. Secures it, and a team can take it away and hopefully exit this defensive end. Ball gets out to O'Donnell. She's a strong runner, but again, just running across field. Anderson played a great, solid game in the last match against Taruni. So a bit messy on the floor there. I think knocked on by Vixens first. Gives Harlequeens an opportunity to get out of here. Roberts to put the ball into the scrum. And pretty good back line out there. You've got Winona Conway, Misa Albert outside her, and then Josie Mason. If they can run straight and spread the ball, they're going to cause a problem. But Albert back on an inside line. She's a strong runner through there, taken down by North. Great work by Misa to put that ball down and get back up and onto her feet. Oh, and a nice pass out there to the try scorer. Sproul dishes it back. Conway now, she's got Anderson, and if she can get away. No, the defence is great out there and really got it covered. But she stays on her feet and hands the ball off. Conway now. Oh, and it was forward. Just a tiny little forward pass there. Conway just struggling to stay behind. Great work. It's when she hits the line here. Conway just had to step forward there, had to wait back a little bit further. It was great running by Anderson. Oh, and a nice scrum, Harlequeens, but they managed to get the ball. North, hunted down by Roberts. Oh, a bit high over the shoulder of Gabby Hall there. Which gives the Vixens an opportunity to get out of here with a penalty. And not going to kick for the line. Good run here by James. She's strong. Dishes it off. Passes have been good. So Vixens now putting some phases together, but that ball's out and Anderson's onto that quickly. Harlequeens will be dangerous here. Roberts just running across, but gets away. Can they take her? Oh, great tackle by James. No, great tackle out there by Ali McCarthy, helping the Vixens out. Albert now with the ball. Mason, oh, drops it. And that one's forward. And there's the half time. So a close one. 5 apiece. Have a quick break and we'll be back for the second half where we'll decide who comes third and who comes fourth in the women's sevens in the Tasmanian Rugby Union. And here we are back for the second half. We have a close battle between the Vixens and Harlequeens. The winner of this game will take out third place. 7 minutes to go in their seasons for both these teams. And the rotten bounce there falls for Conway, who knocks it on, luckily for the Vixens. And the Vixens have managed to retrieve that too after the knock-on. Great running from Gabby Hall. She's played exceptionally today, but Anderson all over that. Surely no advantage from the knock-on back there. Here we go. Much like last half, Harlequins put some points on the board very early. If the Vixens are going to win, they're going to have to come from behind. So it was good play back here. The ball, rotten bounce there for North. Certainly looked like from this angle Conway knocking that on, but perhaps not. In the background, the kick was no good. And here the ball comes down to the ruck, and Fiona Anderson so strong, and she was away. Great try. Good chase there. Ali McCarthy from Easts filling in for the Vixens. Harlequins now 5 points up. Davies with the kick this time. Hits the ground. And the speedster for the Vixens has the ball. And now a ball shifted off to Down. Like to see her in some space. Nice exchange of hands there with the ball. James gives it off. Gabby Hall, she's been great. High tackle there again. Just getting a little bit tricky as the players are getting tired. Cara North, if she can take this, she'll be away. She is the speedster. And she has pace to burn. And a try under the post will give her team the opportunity to go ahead with a successful conversion. Getting Cara North free with some space is a great weapon. And no good. I think it was really important there, I think, that the Vixens got someone down there to kick that ball, who they had some faith in their kicking. North didn't want to do it. And that 2 points would have put them in front. So surprise there. Certainly seen Thau here with the ball. He's got a pretty reasonable kick on her. Not that time, unfortunately. I've put the good old Australian mockers on her. And a great run from Albert. Even better is the smile on her face while she does it. And unfortunately there for Hall, she's gone to ground with her hands first. Andreessen now with a quick tap. And they get back nicely. North, what a tackle! Try scorer from Vixens takes down Andreessen. And Albert off. She could free that left arm enough to pop that ball back. Oh, great play in there by Vixens too. That's the room. Here we go. Ali McCarthy, she's a strong runner and she's almost through. Just held on to. Cara North again with some space in front of her, but no, taken by Davies. Well done. Down now with the ball. She's a strong runner. She's played well today. Gives it off to McCarthy. Just needs some support. And a penalty going against McCarthy. Might have been a high fend. Oh, interesting penalty there. The penalty may have been for a elbow in the fend, but certainly that it's not a lot of force in that. Anyway, got to keep those elbows down when you go into contact. And Harlequeens now with an opportunity. Sproul's already tried once, scored one this game. Dishes it off to her sister, I believe. Georgia Sproul. But goes out. Vixens need to work out who's doing their line out. Harlequeens won't jump, and they'll hold North up and she'll pass it down. So a kick there. Oh, where's this going to go? Cara North might have been offside there. But Conway with a great move, pushing herself to the sideline. The defence covers, but they can't grab hold of her. She gets it back to Davies with a quick pass out. Great hands by Beck Davies. And now Misa Albert with some space. Cara North needs to get her. She dishes it off to Georgia Sproul. And she scores to put Harlequins back in front. Good hands, good torque. Great call to get that ball out there quickly. Cara North had no chance. As soon as Misa Albert got level with her and there was no defender outside helping her. So, Davies with the kick. And it's good. And that helps. Because they're now a converted try ahead and the Vixens will have to match that if they're going to draw level. With not much over a minute left on the clock. The Vixens would love this ball to be kicked somewhere near Cara North because she's their major danger. Davies. She'll aim to kick long over on this left-hand side. And it's very short and it finds Cara North. She runs back in field, looks for Hall. Hall could get around the outside too, but no, great tackle by Conway. Luckily there, Hall just slow to get that ball back. And North flings that ball forward. So it's a good run around from Hall to try and find some space out wide. But she wasn't able to get that ball back quickly enough and allowed Anderson to just disrupt it. You can see this ruck here, Hall goes to ground. She's a strong run. She needed to put this ball back really quickly, but held it up off the ground. I think she might have been hoping that a teammate there in Erin Dobson was going to take that out of her hands. Oh, nice scrum. Vixens managed to win that back. Pass just makes it hard for North. And Hall again. Oh, high tackles again. It's just a repetition here. Running across field, but if she can get on the outside, it's a forward pass. So they're going to come back for the high tackle. Seen it a lot today. The referees have been pretty lenient on the girls. So Vixens, last chance. Ali McCarthy, she's a strong, another high tackle over the shoulder. Not called by either of the referees. Dobson now gets around the outside, and she does. She needs some support on her inside, though. I think they're going to catch her. And the tackle from Winona Conway is a game saver because that's the ball game, and the Vixens can't come from behind. Harlequins with a 17-10 win. So a great run down there from Erin Dobson. Really good to evade the tackle, but taken in a crunching tackle, hit the ground hard. And Winona Conway saves the day and gives the Harlequins the win and third place in the competition. So up next, coming along shortly, will be the final of the day for the silverware, where we'll see a very confident Burnie outfit who put on a lot of points in their first two games, coming up against the Taruni team who've only had to play one game and had a very tight win over this team in front of you, Harlequins. Who knows? Either team can win. Whoever brings their A game's got it. And that game will be up shortly. Don't go away. We'll be back soon. Crowd cheers for Burnie as they run on. And back off again. And the crowd also cheers for Taruni as they run on. And we're in for a blinder. And a quick check of the teams that you've got in front of you. Burnie brought a big team down with them today. We did see, I think, an injury to Virginia Tuipulotu. So fingers crossed that she'll be able to play, although I can't see her on her feet. So looks like, sadly for her, that she's going to miss out on this final. Two captains, Burnie captain, Jess Mearhigh, and Taroona captain, Georgia Stewart there with our referee, Phil Rogers. And now the decision, who's going to kick off? It's a big decision here. Can we decide to just win? So, Burnie to kick off, running the way they're facing. Taroona to receive on the right of your screen. And they're just deciding on which ball to use. A lot of similar letters in the names of these two teams. Burnie and Taroona. Taroona, as probably you're all well aware, is a combination of ladies from the Taroona Club and the University of Tasmania Club. Got the Taroona logo on your screen at the moment. We had the uni logo up earlier, and the girls are playing in the strip, the clothes of the Taroona Club. Taken by Hakeenan, gives it off to Stewart. She's going to want to be on song today. Ball goes wide to Pregnell, runs into contact and shoves that ball back, and unfortunately not able to be taken by Davis, running in hard. Now, great tackling, great pressure out there by Lindegger. And the ruck contest is fierce. Altamira gets up quickly but can't get Sweetman. She goes for a pass and puts it forward. So high pace, high intensity and high passion game so far. And we're only 30 seconds down. Girls will be nervous out there. They want to get rid of those nerves quickly and settle into their usual forms of play. Very strong backline on the Burnie side here in defence with Patolo, Varka and Mearhigh. What a dangerous, dangerous team in both attack and defence. And opposite them, Altamira with some very slick hands and tricky moves. Kenna Lindegger, who's a very strong player. And Georgia Stewart, who has pace to burn on the outside. So this is exciting. What's going to happen? See Altamira there directly behind the scrum with Lindegger good 15 metres away from her and Stewart even further out. They want to use the space with Lindegger and the pace of Stewart as well. Space is going to be important for those guys, because if they take it in close to Patolo and Varka, they're going to get smashed. And referee Rogers not happy with the scrum. Abby Davis putting the ball in here. It's a must-win scrum here for Taroona. They want an opportunity to run this ball out of here. Burnie will be all over them. And it comes. Doesn't find the hands of Altamira, and she struggles to pick it up. In the end, manages to dish it off to Lindegger, and she gets a little bit of space around the blind side. Patolo comes in with a crunching tackle on her. But Somehow that ball's stolen. I don't think... Oh, that's very interesting. Knocked on at the base, I think, is the call. Ball came off the hands of Lindegger after she hit the ground. Maybe in the end off a foot. She's put that ball back nicely, but ended up going forward. Now Burnie with the scrum in a similar position. They have a great attacking platform. And Tarooni's defence is going to have to be spot on here if they're going to stop them. Interesting position that Tarooni backs have taken. Altamira's going to have to get across quickly. The wrapping play of Patolo. Oh, very high tackle. Very high tackle there from Lindegger. Again, the girls have been, it's happened a lot today. Jepson grabs hold of Mihai, who flings a forward pass. So fortunate to get away with that, Kenna Lindegger. That was a very, very high tackle. But the pass came forward. The aggression is second to none here. Just that tackle over the shoulder. Just an errant hand, I suppose, there on the top of the shoulder of Kadiola Patolo. And then this pass here was a good effort from Mihai to get around the outside of Jepson, but pass couldn't go backwards, and Tarouni with another scrum opportunity. Ball comes out quickly, now flicked to Altamira. She'll want to take this ball to the line. She'll want to draw Patolo and gives a nice pass out there. Lindegger now, has she got the pace to get around Patolo? She does, and she's got Ferguson out in front of her though. Ferguson's might have it covered from coming in, but no, the step back inside. Kenna Lindegger's a strong runner, and she goes over from a long way back and puts Tarouni 5 points up in this all-important grand final. Very exciting play. And excellent work. Comes all the way back to Altamira, taking this ball to the line and drawing Patolo's defence. Just gave her outside backs there every opportunity to get around into some space. Taking it to the line, drawing a way, making a wait, and a great pickup too. Mihai just caught between two minds there, and the pace of Lindegger was too good. And Burnie couldn't keep up. And the conversion was also kicked. So we're now 7-5. Thanks for the thumb there from Martin upstairs. And the kick comes in, hits the ground. Kickers always, the team always likes to see the ball hit the grass. And Altamira not going low. Oh, big fend to the head there from Patolo. And not spotted by the assistant referee. That was a big forearm to the head. Wow. Just come back and have a look here. Patolo's come forward with a forearm to the head. Here it is. Watch right here. Oh, dear. We saw earlier a player being penalised for the high fend, but this one here, sure, maybe not as bad as I first thought. Maybe her head collided with the ground, but certainly there was a high contact. And she's not happy down there. Cut to our, just cut to a break while we wait and see what happens here. They're not going to be putting any pressure on Davis to get up, but we'll give you some nice music to listen to for a little while until we're ready to play again. So Abby Davis comes from the field there after a pretty nasty head knock on the ground. It came from a very strong fend from Cadiola Patolo. It didn't appear to be an open hand, and there was contact to the head. It looked like on my shot. So lucky for her to get away with that. And as the play ensued, there is a penalty where the ball sits now to the Tarouni team, who are currently 7-0 up after a runaway try from Kenna Lindegger. So a few minutes here with the girls standing around waiting. Had a good chance to have a chat about what they need to do. After that injury, there'll be probably a couple of minutes left on the clock. And Tarouni, the hands of now Hakinen, switch it back inside. They love this move to get Stewart going back around. Player on the ground is not allowed to make a tackle. And the ball comes back. I think Georgia Stewart there making that complaint. Ball comes out, Pregnell unable to take it, but it goes backwards. And the contact from Stewart over there on, not sure who's down on the ground. We just saw Georgia Stewart there complaining. Player on her knees on the ground is not allowed to make a tackle. And she's still having that discussion. She's going to ask the referee about that. If you're not on your feet, you're not permitted to make the tackle, as my understanding. And ball over here seemed to have been knocked on in the end by Emily Pregnell. But again, ball came over and it definitely appeared to go backwards from her hands. But okay, here we go. Burnie with an opportunity now, the start of, oh no, very deep end of the first half to put some points on the board. Laura Jepson just confused as to which side her head needs to go on there. Got it right now. Push comes, and the ball comes out Tarooni's way. Hakinen now takes it across, hangs on to it. Altamira there, they've got some space out wide. Altamira will give it to Lindegger, and she's run into some space. Grabbed by the back, but they can't hold her. And a second try comes to Tarouni deep at the end of the first half through some great hands and excellent running by Ebony Altamira, taking the ball to the line and putting the defence in two minds. Just watch for the conversion, it's no good. And again, after that long delay for injuries, we're finally seeing our half time. And Tarouni will be very happy to head into the break as 12-0 leaders in this grand final. So it's all theirs to hang on to now. Burnie, they've got the firepower, they've got the strength, they've got the speed. All they need is the will and the opportunity to get around Tarouni and put on some points in this second half. We know they can do it. They'll come back strong. And we'll come back to you shortly after the girls have had a chance to regather for the second half. So second half about to be underway. Taroona with the kickoff here in front of you as the scoreboard shows 12-0 leaders. 2 tries to Kenna Lindegger, whose strong running has allowed her to break through a few tackles and get around the outside of the Burnie team. A couple of injuries to both sides during the day. Saw Abby Davis for Taroona go off with a head knock to the after colliding with the ground after a very solid friend from Cadiola Patolo. Second half, 7 minutes left of rugby this year for these girls sevens, and Taroona have got the lead. Burnie needs some points. Great running out here. Good work by Georgia Stewart to push the player towards the sideline. And now they go back the other way, Burnie. Taroona going to have to make their first up tackles here. They've got space out wide, but the defence shuffles across. They flick it back inside. And I think that ball was knocked on there by Taroona, but they've managed to recover it. Ball comes to Altamira. She doesn't have some support, but now she does. And Georgia Stewart will score here. No one's going to catch her. An immensely amazing pass from Ebony Altamira there. She knew that Stewart was coming around the outside. She knew all she had to do was throw that ball into space in front of Stewart and she'd be onto it. And those two, that combination is way, way too good. Very lucky Taroona there after a bit of scrappy play in the middle of the field in defence. I thought there was a knock on. But in the end, the ball fell their way. And you can see Altamira here in the number 14 on this side. She knew she had to draw a defender. She could get to the defence. Stewart was there. Just throw it in front of her and you know she'll do the rest. And no conversion on that one, but 17-0. This is going to be a tough, tough comeback for Burnie. They've come a long way. They said they've travelled 4,500 kilometres for rugby this year. And they want to win. And we know they do. Here we go. Tuipolotu. Good run from her, getting around the outside. Hakinen shuffles across in defence and takes her down. Anna Varka now with the ball. And Stewart, as she does, steals that ball at the ruck. She's so quick onto it. Taroona now. Push it across. Pregnell runs into Davies, taken to ground and stolen there. Another turnover. Patolo, Lindegger with a crunching tackle. And the ball dragged back by Stewart. Probably a win there, so Stewart holding her ear. Not sure what happened, bit of collision there with Ferguson. And with this lead, slowing the game down is going to assist Taroona. Hakinen kicks for touch. And the ball doesn't make it. And falls back into hands. She could score in the corner here. Oh, dear. Oh, that was so close. Some great hands from the girls, but the pass down there from Erin Davis off the ground into the hands of Kenna Lindegger was forward. Exciting play. The high kick from Hakinen didn't find touch, but it bounced back into her own hands. She had the eyes to see that it wasn't going to make it. And then this pass just dishes it off. Davis on her left-hand side. What a dive, and just flicks it forward. Marginally forward there. Great support from Lindegger. So the girls turning it on for us. If you're not watching this now, you get a chance to watch it later. And we've got a tap to Taroona. They're all offside here. No one's got onside. And the ball finds the hands in the end of Mihai after, high tackle there from Pregnell. Burnie now, they understand they've got to run, they've got to score, and they've got to score quickly. So they're going to keep this ball alive. Another high tackle. Taroona need to be careful here. They could end up with someone in the bin, and that will help. That will help Burnie, so keeping their tackles down. Patolo with the ball. Dishes it off. Varka Dummies, runs back inside, slips through the tackle of Davis, not through the tackle of Georgia Stewart. But her teammate gets away and Lindegger all over her, probably hasn't released, gets to her feet and the ball gets knocked out there again into the hands of Cadiola Patolo. But guess who? Georgia Stewart steals. Pregnall. Lindegger, if she can get some space on the outside here, she'll score, and she does. She gets around Latea Tuipulotu and in space scores her triple. And as always, chased to the death by Zoe Ferguson. And some really good support play by Burnie up the middle, but they just don't have the pace to match these outside backs of Taroona. A little space, a missed tackle, and Stewart and Lindegger are away. And Lindegger puts the extra 2 over as well, just to rub salt into the wounds.
Go again, Blue. Go again. It's not over yet. Go again. Go again.
You can hear Taroona President Simon Plum there saying, go again, it's not over. There's a minute and a half to go. You don't want to stop and give them a sniff.
Keep the focus, come on.
So 24-0 leaders. Who would have thought Taroona, with a minute to go, would be 24 points up? And that kick's a good one too. Oh, Altamira can't quite grab it and just knocks it on. But it had just crossed the 10-metre line, so the ball bounced on the 10-metre line. That's all it needs to do. Yep, it was over the 10-metre line. Altamira could have got her hands on that. The try line was yawning in front of her. So this will soak up some of the clock. Taroona won't mind that. So a couple of subs. Now see Alice Bassett on this side of the scrum. She had a long period off this season after an ankle injury, I believe. And Sylvie King, I think, just on the left, the back left of your screen now. Patolo getting around the outside. Stewart takes her down. And the defenders get back to cover. Nice little run in there. Little cameo appearance from Tammy Work. She's a hard player. And Burnie get the ball out. But the defence of Taroona just is covering left and right so well. Now the release comes as the knees hit the ground. And Altamira can't take that one either. She's offside there, loitering on the side of the ruck. But I think we'll see the game end soon. And Foki takes a run. She can't find the hands of her teammate. And now a penalty for offside play. So, can Burnie put on some points? They'd love to score a try at the death here. Pushes it back. Escobar, she's played well today, but that player tackling her, Lindegger, has played too well. And Georgia Stewart has pilfered another one. She fends one. Work hangs on to her. King gets through. Does she have the pace? No, someone's got to get with. She does. Anavaka chases, but realises, no, I'm not going to catch her. And King, been on for a minute and scores under the post. And that is the final nail in the coffin, as Taroona, far too good in this final, put on 29 unanswered points against Burnie. And another 65-metre try to the team in blue. This time, Sylvie King with the big run. Lindegger unable to put the points on. Just wait for the referee's whistle, surely. There it is. And a triumphant Taroona side go back to back. After winning last year, they've done it again. The girls are very happy with the win. Burnie, disappointment to come all the way. They just weren't able to match it with the Taroona team. Perhaps only having to play one game today beforehand, Taroona had a bit of an advantage. But on a cold day, you don't want to hang around not playing rugby much, so could have also been to their disadvantage. But in the end, Burnie unable to put the points on the board. They definitely missed Virginia Tuapolotu on the field in that second match, in this final match, after injuring herself earlier. So disappointment for her and disappointment for Burnie. Again, I've said it so many times over the past few years when watching the women, the sportsmanship between these teams is amazing. You can see Rebecca Sweetman and Ebony Altamira out the back there. The hugs, the genuine friendship between these players and the genuine love for the game really makes this a spectacle that we can't do without in Tasmania. And it's amazing to be able to have this happening. This women's sport in rugby in Tasmania is pushing us ahead in leaps and bounds. And congratulations go to the Tarouni team, who've managed to put together a very, very solid squad and have won in a very competitive competition. Scoreboard 29-0, but it was a close, hard-fought match. And the difference in the end was the running, strong, fast running of Kenna Lindegger and the experience of Georgia Stewart at the ruck, who was able to turn over so many balls. And then Ebony Altamira, when she had the ball in her hands and taking it to the line, made it very difficult for the Burnie defence to know where they had to defend, and she was able to baffle them a number of times and put her teammates into space. So great, solid game. But well done to all the girls. And there are some award ceremonies to happen soon. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you those on the stream. And while that gets organised, we'll take you to a break, but hopefully we'll be able to present you the awards very shortly. So as we will bring you the presentations here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am speaking into a microphone so that all the beautiful people on TV land can hear me, but you just have to listen to my voice, okay? Look, thank you very much for letting me come and be part of your special day and obviously your season this year as well. I thought it was a fantastic day of rugby. Thanks to everyone for rolling out, spectators as well. Big round of applause for all of your supporters, coaches and things throughout the year, please, everyone. I do want to also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands that we played on today. And I'd like to pay our respects to the people of the past, present and emerging. I'd like to now invite Ebony from TRU to come and say a few words about our season on behalf of TRU. Thanks, Ebony.
Thank you everyone, and especially big thanks to Pete for being our competition manager this year. It's made a huge difference to our season and very positive to having you on board. So thank you to Pete and Rugby South Australia. Congratulations to all ladies, players, officials, to your coaches, managers, everyone, supporters, everyone who's taken part in rugby this year. It's been a fantastic season. The numbers that we've had out on the pitch have been wonderful. So thank you everyone for coming out each week, enjoying rugby and helping grow the game here in Tassie. Well done. Also, big congratulations to everyone for travelling today and coming out down to Rugby Park. It was horrible conditions to begin with at the start of the day, but everyone really stepped up and played the game. And hopefully everyone enjoyed your day down here today. I'll hand back to Pete to do presentations.
Thank you, Ebony. Before we get into player or team awards, one thing that we can't do without in this fantastic game that we all participate in is our match officials. Phil, who refereed the grand final, took off immediately because he's gone to also be a match official at one of the men's matches over at Glenorchy, so he had to take off straight away. But can I ask Michael please to come forward? And is Jerry still around as well?
I'll drop that into Phil.
Oh, I've already given him one. Oh, you have? He's got one, yep. Jerry, come on through, mate. Thank you very much for your match officials today.
He's double blind.
And wait, Michael, come here because we'll get a photo for you two, please, as well.
I haven't got my hands.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Go on, you guys. Thank you. And to also all our match officials all year, it's fantastic having you here as well. I think the next one that I will do, leading into this, we had 10 rounds of sevens. Top of the table after those 10 rounds. Also participated in the grand final today, but were just pipped in this last game of the afternoon. But I'd like to invite Burnie Emus, please, to come forward and accept your trophy, your plate. This is for the minor premiers for Tasmanian Sevens this year. Well done. Would you like to say anything on that?
I'd just like to say thank you to our coach Krusty for an awesome season, for teaching us everything you've taught us all year. And I'd like to say thank you to our team. 100%, it's the best team I've ever played with. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Thank you to all the players and the other opposition that have played versus all season. You've brought a wonderful competition. And thank you to all our supporters in Burnie. Thank you.
I'll bring you back up shortly as well for today's game. Thank you very much. I believe we've also got a trophy for Player of the Season. Ebony, can I get you to come and present this one, please, again?
So this player was a standout throughout the season, not just as on the field, but off the field as well. And this goes to Georgia Stewart.
Thanks, Ebony. Congratulations, Georgia. That's a good effort right through the season with that consistency and things as well, so congratulations to you. I'm sure you've had plenty of competition out there as well, chasing your tail. Yeah, so for today, we also have a player of the grand final. This is decided by our match officials who participated in that grand final. So obviously not only watching the game, but also the players that were out there. Their decision for today was a Taruni player, Georgia Stewart.
Congratulations to Georgia there. Very well earned. She wasn't the big try
We'll ask you to
scorer.
say a few words this time as well, Georgia.
Oh God, this is
Straight in the camera right there, mate.
this is what I dread. No, the first thing I just want to say is well done to Burnie. It is an absolute pleasure to play against you girls, and having played against you girls from last season and this season, holy Jesus, you guys are so good, and yeah, well done, and it's been awesome, and I hope that we continue this rivalry next season because it's something special. And to Krusty as well, I don't think like there's a coach out there that cares more about his team than you do. And it's been so, like, this whole thing is completely on you. Well done. And to my girls, it's been so good, and I have no words. Maida and the whole crew, thank you very much, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, Georgia. Can I please ask the captain for Burnie to come and join me up here as well, and we'll bring your players up for their medallions, please. Is there any other words you'd like to say for today?
Thank you. I'm proud of you guys. I think I already said it.
That's fine. So if you'd like to invite your players up one by one, and I'll give
Okay.
them their medallions, okay?
All right. Letia. Becca. Anna. Zoe. Vanessa. Tina. Tina. Abby. Sam. Lola Hair. Candy. Oh, my Missy. Belle. Is that everyone? Tam. Thank you, Tam. Where were you hiding?
You've got manager and coach as well when you're ready, when you're done.
Okay. And Vivi, on behalf of Virginia. Okay.
And then your manager and your coach.
Virginia
Yeah.
Tripolotto was
Coach
taken
Krusty.
to hospital with an injury. Hooray for Krusty.
Okay. And Danielle Flower, our manager.
Don't forget one for yourself.
Let's not forget the most important person.
Great work, Jesse. Great work. All
Thank
the
you.
girls from Burnie.
Ladies and gentlemen, your runners-up for the 2021 Grand Final, Burnie Emus. Ladies, with your medals, just come forward a little bit. We'll get another photo here for you, please. Sorry, mate. Quick, yeah, jack us off. Quick photo. Quick, come on forward, Burnie. You're right.
Strong play from these girls this year. I couldn't believe what I discovered yesterday. Anna Varka on the right-hand side of the screen there. Two in from Krusty, is only 16 years of age. What a powerhouse she's going to be across the years in rugby in Tasmania. And Bella Hardy on the left-hand side there.
Thank you very much, Burnie. Can I please ask the captain for Taruni to come and join us up here, please?
Just thanks to Bella for, she's the president of the Burnie Rugby Club, and having a young female leading their club is something of which they should be very proud. So great work, Burnie, this year.
Vivi, a few words from you and then bring your players up, please.
All right. Thanks, everyone. It's been an awesome season, and just seeing today how far, like since we started playing in 2016, how far the game's come. It's awesome. Like, it's looking real good out there. Thanks to all the girls. Another season down. Another one to come. All right, I'll call everyone forward. Georgia. Erin. Anna. Ting. Kenna. M. Yeah. Nat. Jez. Alice. Abby. Laura. Sylvie. Oh, sorry, Bridget. Bridget. Ebony. Yeah. Antonio. Yeah. And yep. And our coaches. Oh, I need one.
Ebony's giving you hers.
That's right. No, that's right. And our lovely coach, Maida. And yep. And we've had two team managers throughout the season, Simon and Ed. Where's Ed? Ed's gone. Ed's gone? Ed's gone to play? Simon. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Come in nice and tight, but ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you your champions for 2021. Tarouni. Jump in nice and close for a photo. Come around in front, ladies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's just about us for this afternoon. Thank you again for joining us here. If you would like to continue the celebrations with all the teams this year, we are at Deep South Brewery House, 6 p.m. If you'd like to come and join us. Thank you very much to all the sponsors this year, Duff TV for getting all the games on for us today and throughout the season. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much. Drive safe, get home safe. Thank you for watching at home.
And that's a wrap. So final women's sevens match for the year, the grand final, won in emphatic victory for Taruni, 29-0 over a weakened Burnie who lost one of their key players and struggled to put some points on the board, but a very valiant effort from them, and the game was definitely closer than that scoreboard showed. Tas Rugby at its finest. There's the beanie. Well done, everybody. Thanks to Martin up on the camera. Thank you, everyone out there. And that's it for me for women's sevens rugby for the season. Signing out, and we'll see you soon for men's finals season, which start next week for the Premiership Division.